Hello and welcome to the As Yet Untitled Podcast, the podcast with your two hosts that have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. I am Shaun.
And I am Toni.
And it's just us today. It's a classic Toni and Shaun mess around.
We can't try and coin that.
Yes, we can.
No,
We're not coining it. It's been used before. So what are we talking about today, Toni?
Today we are talking about our favourite drinks that you can get in shops.
Wow. Yeah. So we're following on from
Wild One with Caleb. So with Caleb, a couple weeks ago, we spoke about the best snacks capitalism can buy.
Yeah, that's how it... The best snacks that capitalism has brought us.
Yes.
Yes. So, yeah, today we're talking about drinks that are available everywhere, at least in the UK, and our favourite ones. The best capitalist drinks.
Yep.
Bevies.
Yeah.
So we're not going to talk about alcoholic drinks. We're just going to talk about, soft drinks, juices, etc. Sort of stuff you can buy in most corner shops or supermarkets.
And the kind of stuff that you just open up straight away.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like the stuff that you have the ability to go to a shop and walk out and drink it straight away.
Yeah. Going for a walk in the park, get thirsty, get a drink it. All right.
How most people drink drinks.
Yes. But you don't have to mix it with stuff first. Just leave me alone, okay? All right. So is that all of the housekeeping that we have to do?
I think so.
Okay. All right, before we start, let us know in the comments if you agree with any of our choices. If you have any, wild accusations you want to throw at us, then go ahead and do that. Won't promise you that I'll care or listen, but...
What kind of accusations are they going to give? Just like, you killed my mother.
You are sponsored by PepsiCo, and you're lying to us. You're deceiving us. I don't know.
Even then, I doubt anyone would care. But yes, talk to us in the comments.
Yeah, please. We're so lonely. Okay, where do you want to start? What category you want to start with, Toni?
Well, it depends on if you want to go from, I was going to say least best to worst, and I was like, no, that doesn't make sense. From worst to best.
Well,
or vice versa.
I was thinking we go in categories, so soft drinks.
Even then, I was still talking about categories.
Oh. Well, let's kick off with energy drinks. Why not?
Sure.
While we have some energy at the beginning before we're completely dead at the end of this. So, do you want to give us your first?
Sure. I'll go with one of the, I consider it a classic, but that's because it's one of the cheapest drinks you can get. And that is Rockstar Guava.
Rockstar Guava, eh?
Yeah, I feel like it's one of the ones that you can almost always find anywhere.
Is that the purple can?
Yeah, the purple can. So It's purple with the yellow writing. And I really like it just because I'm a fan of guava. But I got sick of it for a little while. I'm getting back into it because...
I'm a fan of saying guava.
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 It's got some... It's the same little sort of sound as suave.
Yeah, it does that
Guava.
Wah.
Yeah, love
sound.
it.
Yes.
It's a dubstep sound.
Guava.
Carry on.
Yeah, it's the kind of one, I feel like, because most energy drinks have always been around the pound price.
Around the pound.
Around the pound. So it's usually been around £1 for, the extra fancy ones, £1.20, which we are getting into of. Most of them are now £1.20 and above.
Most of them are $1.35, $1.50.
Yeah.
And hang on, I just got to pause you because
Yes.
I'm going to try not to make this a full-on rant. Because those of you that know me know that I have a big problem with the sugar tax here in the UK. We got sugar tax because it should help with obesity, but it hasn't and it doesn't because fruit and vegetables are still expensive. You're just making me not be able to afford energy drinks and other sugar beverages. So fuck you, government. But Rockstar have stayed true and have stayed at 99p for all of their drinks because they are the real G's.
But what I was saying about Rockstar Guava, because most Rockstar, they are all run at this price, but the Guava one specifically, I've seen gone down to 80p at regular shops like Asda, Tesco.
Damn.
This one is a real G. And that's why I usually just I used to end up going for this one. Now I kind of go for some more classier energy drink.
Is that more expensive? Is that your favorite energy drink? Or
No, it's not my favorite. No,
okay,
it's
is
just,
that your favorite Rockstar?
yeah.
Okay. All right. As you said, Rockstar. I'm gonna go with my Rockstars because I've got a few on mine as well. So my go-to is also the one that's in like every single shop, and that's the blue can, Rockstar Explorance Blueberry Pomegranate.
Oh yeah. Wait, I thought it was the blueberry acai one.
Acai.
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 Yes.
I don't know which one, how to pronounce it. No, it's yeah, but it's also blueberry pomegranate. It's Rockstar Explorance Blueberry Acai Pomegranate, or one of the. It's got so many freaking words in it. There's no need. It's the blue one that tastes like blue flavor. Yeah, so I think that's my favorite Rockstar. And again, I love it for all the same reasons you love the guava one, because
It's always there.
It's always there. It's always cheap. It tastes good. But yeah, I love it. It's one of my go-tos if I need energy. It tastes great.
On a side note,
Yeah.
I just had to Google how to pronounce it, and it is acai.
Okay.
Acai.
Well, now I know. So yeah, I think the blueberry one's my favorite Rockstar. And that came out in 2001.
Wow.
Well, actually, I don't know if that specific one came out in 2001, but Rockstar itself came out in 2001. And I believe that the blueberry one and also the guava one were like some of the original flavors.
Yeah.
So I imagine they came out not long after 2001. But my favorite of all time Rockstar is no longer available in the UK because, again, the UK suck.
Pour one out for our lost soldier.
And that's the frozen lime.
It's such a good drink.
They also had frozen watermelon, which I liked.
It was nowhere near as good as the lime. The
frozen
lime had
lime.
just a kick to it.
It was the perfect energy drink. It was my favourite energy drink of all time, and they got rid of it in the UK because the UK sucks, as I mentioned previously. But yeah, that one came out in 2015, and it was around for a good while. It wasn't like it was a limited edition thing. It was around for a good while, but then it's no longer around because, yeah, Rockstar suck. I think it's still available in America because America get all the fun poisons. Yeah, so they're the two Rockstars are on my list, and they are definitely my go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to know a fun fact about Rockstar?
Go for it.
They have an alcoholic version that they sell in Canada. They did used to have it in America, like the alcoholic version, but then they got rid of it because possibly there was going to be young people confusing the alcoholic version with the just energy drink version. So they stopped selling it to avoid confusion, which, to be fair, could just be done with, a massive sticker on it saying alcohol.
True, but I guess
or
it
educating
promotes young people to drinking. Well, let's be real, energy drinks are bad for you anyway.
Everything basically
It's
promotes
poison.
young people to drink.
That's true.
Living promotes young people to drink.
Young people have to drink in this day and age because this world sucks. Okay, so we've done Rockstar. What's your next energy drink?
Let me have a look.
If you have any more.
I'm just going to go out there and say this. Most Monster flavors.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they've brought out one that I'm like, this is bad.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yep. No, I'm gonna keep to that. It was Rockstar that brought out the one that was mixed with actual fruit juice, and it just tasted horrible.
They have a bunch of fruit juice ones, supposedly. No, I agree with you. I mean, I don't like the zero sugar Monsters. They suck.
Yeah, but that's just you with a personal issue.
That's true.
Because they actually taste good.
What's your favourite? If you had to pick like 2 or 3 go-tos for Monster.
So lately I really like the green one that they have, but that's a sugar-free one. But
Okay.
it's like...
So not the original green, like the...
No. Like, it's just... Yeah, it's a sugar-free green one. I don't... Like, because none of them actually have names, do they? It's just called Monster Ultra.
No, they do have names.
Oh, I can never find the name.
But the Ultra ones are all the sugar-free ones.
Yeah, so it's Monster Ultra, and it's like appley, soury, but that's like, as we go through my list, we will find out that I just freaking love apple flavored.
Okay. Well, I mean, as we go through my list, you'll understand that I have an obsession with cherry flavour, so...
I'm just trying to think if there's any other ones. I also am liking the pink one that they have.
Pipeline Punch?
Yeah, Pipeline Punch.
Yeah, that's on my list.
It's just nice.
It's really fruity. It's really nice.
It doesn't have that like energy drink flavor.
Yeah, it's also very new. It came out very recently.
Yeah.
Like maybe this year or last year in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. And I also like the other punch one, the Pacific Punch.
Pacific Punch one is good.
Which tastes exactly the same as the KA Fruit Punch. But it gives you caffeine, more caffeine than you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those two. I also really like the Mango Loco, which is another really fruity one that they do.
See, I like that, but it's just, I'm not a massive fan of mango. Sometimes I feel like it can get a little bit, like, overwhelming, so...
I really like it, but all three of those are fairly new.
Yeah.
What other go-to monsters you got?
I think that's it, other than the...
Original.
Yeah,
I agree. The original is amazing.
Although I will say, I have tried the coffee one, I believe.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad, and that's why I said...
It's hard to find them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. The original Monster came out in 2002.
Sorry, I just remembered another one.
Okay.
Monster Punch, like the purple one, the
mixed one. Yeah.
Mixed.
Oh yeah, I really like that one.
Yeah.
It's just purple flavor.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do Monster Assault anymore, but Assault used to be one of my favorites. And it was the one. It had a red. It was like a red can. It tasted kind of like cola. It was really good.
They don't do that one anymore.
It sucks. They get rid of all of the good ones.
I'm literally on their website right now, and they have like the original monsters, which also includes their like ones that they're sponsoring, like Lewis Hamilton and the other guy.
The Lewis Hamilton one sucks. It just tastes like Red Bull, and Red Bull's overrated.
And then it goes straight to the Ultra ones, which
they have loads of flavors for.
All of those ones are really sherbety, and that's why I like them. They have like a
but
really.
If you're gonna go for a sherbety energy drink, Rockstar's the way to go.
Nah.
Okay.
I disagree now.
Okay. Or is that all you want to say about Monster?
Yes.
Okay, so my next one is also made by the Monster Company, and that's Cherry Relentless. I do love all of the Relentless drinks.
Relentless is owned by...
Yeah, I love all of the Relentless drinks. Relentless is the ones that got me into energy drinks. And then I went on to Monsters. Drank a lot of Monsters in school while I was playing games with people and making music. And then I went on to Rockstar in college, I feel like. But yeah, Cherry Relentless, it's good shit. It's the best cherry flavoured energy drink by far. And that one came out in 2006. Yeah, so it's a lot later than the original Monster, but still fairly early. Yeah. Have you got any Relentlesses on yours?
Yeah, I have two.
Oh.
So, shout out again to apple flavoured.
Yeah.
But that's the Kiwi and Apple one, which is just a nice one. It's really like...
That is quite nice.
It's just a really subtle flavoured one. And then, I only say subtle because the other flavour of Relentless that I really like is the sour one. Which also is kind of appley.
Oh, the sour. Yeah, there's apple kiwi and then sour apple.
Yeah, and then the sour apple. So, the two green ones of Relentless that you can get.
Yeah.
Banging.
Fair. Okay. So now, I have two more energy drinks that are on mine, which are the less energy drinks in my mind. So, Lucazi Cherry. Another cherry flavoured one. Lucazi is a British company, for those of you that don't know. Lucazi Cherry came out in 2006. Lucazi originally came out in 1927. It's an old drink, yeah. And it was originally called Glucozade because of the glucose. Yeah. And it was aimed and marketed for sick people, which is why, growing up, our parents would give us, like, the orange or the original Lucozade because it would give you the energy boost you needed when you're sick. It was actually marketed for sick people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because anytime if I actually end up with the flu, which I...
Well, that was a terrible sneeze.
Well, yeah, like, if I ever have the flu, like, as most people know about me, I used to get tonsillitis all the time, so I was sick a lot. I don't get it anymore because I had them removed. Shout out to the doctor who did that.
Still got my tonsils.
But when I'm actually ill with, like, a chesty illness, I'm always like, I need me some orange Lucozade, even though there's so many flavours out there that I like, which is, like, the pink lemonade. I also like the apple flavoured.
Yeah.
But the orange is the OG. I'm not feeling well. I feel very drained. What do I do?
Yeah.
I drink an orange Lucozade.
Well, it was the original one, the orange, that came out first, and they were around for a long time. And then in 2006 is when they brought out the cherry one. And then the cherry one was, like, the only other flavour for a very long time. And then all of a sudden they just brought out, like, millions of different flavours.
That makes a lot of sense, thinking of it being marketed as a medicinal
Yeah.
thing, and then to be like, oh, we're gonna try another flavor. Let's go for cherry. Like, that just makes sense.
Yeah, because Cherry Coke came out and that became popular. Cherry was like the go-to flavor to start mixing things up, and obviously they had orange because orange is very much associated with, you know, when you're sick you drink orange because of the vitamin C and stuff.
Yeah.
That's why they did that. But yeah, so Lucazi, repping the British drinks.
I also want to shout out to the newest flavor, which is the strawberry and watermelon one. It's okay.
I don't like that
it's
one.
okay. It's not as good as what I would say, like, the pink lemonade is probably my favorite at the moment.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty good.
I just love the cherry one so much because it tastes exactly like the cherry sweets that you get.
Oh, yeah.
It's wonderful.
The cherry drops.
Yeah. Alright, so I've got one more on my list. Have you got any more on your energy drink list?
No, I don't know.
Okay, so my final one, again, it's one that's kind of a half energy drink.
Yeah.
And that's Mountain Dew.
I wouldn't consider that an energy drink.
Well, it tends to be in the same sort of size a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But this one came out in the US in 1940. So Lucazi is actually older. But yeah, it came out in 1940 in Tennessee. Which is kind of funny because for those of you that don't know, Mountain Dew was actually originally made as a mixer for whiskey.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, it is really good with whiskey as well. So I imagine, you know, Tennessee being the home of Jack Daniels and a lot of famous whiskey companies, it makes sense for Mountain Dew to be made there. And it's owned by PepsiCo, as most things are. But I mean, I love it. The bottle is luminous green to make you know that it's poisonous. It has like a really mellow flavor. I could drink so much of it. It's like lemonade, but without like any kind of sharp bitterness that you get. And it
is a very just.
And even when it's flat,
soft.
it tastes good.
It is a soft flavor.
I think it's.
I hope anyone understands when I'm talking about how these feel.
No, it is soft. I get you. But I think that's in my top 3 drinks of all time. Mountain Dew. I love it. And it's so difficult to find in the UK now for not ridiculous prices. Again, because of the goddamn sugar tax.
I don't even think it's a sugar tax with Mountain Dew anymore.
I don't know.
They just stopped giving
It's really
it
sad.
to us.
We haven't had Code Red in this country for God knows how long, for the most part, which is upsetting.
Code Red was so good.
I've forgotten what it tastes like. It's been so long.
What it tastes like?
Goodness.
The pink jelly babies.
If you say so.
It does. I will maintain this. I had a fair few bowls when it was available. And both me and my brother Terry, shout out to Terry, would drink this and be like, ah yes, jelly babies. Because my brain makes all those associations.
So you've got no more energy drinks now?
No.
Alright, that's the energy drink category done.
Nice.
Alright, so the next one, do you want to go for the flat drinks?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to start us off?
I'm gonna go for a classic. A British classic. I think it's British. I have done no research on these. That is a Capri Sun.
A Capri Sun? Or Capri Sun if you're American.
Ugh.
It's a Capri Sun, you bell end.
Let me do some Googling, but yes, Capri Sun.
Yeah, Capri Sun, I'm not sure if that is a British drink. I think it might be American. I do like them, though. They were the go-to drink as a kid.
It's German.
German? Huh.
Shout out to Germany. The whole of Germany.
I'm assuming you're talking about the orange Capri Sun when you say Capri Sun, because that's the best one by far. I used to drink a whole Capri Sun in just like one go.
Yeah, that's the whole appeal.
You put the straw in, or you struggle putting the straw in, and just gone.
I have met so many people that have put the straw the whole way through, and I'm glad that I had never in my entire life have done that. But
I've done that.
Like, I am a careful person. I just don't have it in me to just have the carelessness to be able to put it all the way through. But yeah.
Anything else to add?
Not really. It's just I'm just thinking like it was such a classic for I'm making a packed lunch for school. I remember this in primary school. Like, you go to primary school, you pour out your Capri Sun, you're like, hell yeah, I'm having a good day.
See, that reminds me of 2 other drinks I didn't even put on my list, but Fruit Shoots.
Same. I just had Fruit Shoots that just came into my head.
Which are cool, but they aren't quite on my list.
I went through a phase with Fruit Shoots with the water ones that they had. So it was
Oh,
flavored.
no, I wasn't a fan of those.
The flavored water ones were actually pretty good. They had like a blackcurranty one, and it was just really nice.
But also J2O.
Ah, J2O. I put J2O on my list.
Oh, okay. Well, then you might as well talk about it because I don't have it on mine.
J2Os were. I always considered it like the classiest drink that you could have at home. Bear
It's
in
the
mind,
classy
like,
kids drink.
yeah, like
I get you.
it comes in a glass bottle, which is like, I don't know, if you're in America listening to this, we don't really have glass bottles here
Anymore,
for anything.
yeah.
If
Well,
you-
no, our parents would have had glass bottles mostly. It's just that we don't anymore.
Yeah, like so, it's stupid that we don't. So J2O comes in a glass bottle. You have to do the whole like shaking up thing before you have it.
Yeah.
And it feels like it
You
adds
need
a
to
little
use
something else.
You feel like you're an adult because you got to use the bottle opener.
Yeah, and it tastes nice. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have anything that is specifically directed at kids, but it is a kid's drink.
The orange and passion fruit one would be the one that I would just like. You could drink it in one mouthful
Oh yeah,
without even realizing. You drink a whole bottle and you're just like, oh shit, it's gone.
definitely. And because the main ones that they had for the longest time were the orange and passion fruit, and again, I'm just going to say it as blackcurrant. If a drink's ever purple, it's blackcurrant.
Yeah.
That's just always what I've assumed. Then they had like the glitterberry one, which was like a Christmas themed one, and it had edible glitter in it, and it wasn't that good.
No, I didn't like that one.
But I kept having it for ages. Like it just kept showing up in my house, and I'd be like, well, hell yeah, I'm going to have a J2O. So.
Okay, well, while we're on the thing of orange drinks, Sunny D.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So it used to be called Sunny Delight, but it's now just called Sunny D. It came out in 1963 in Florida, but it wasn't brought over to the UK until 1998. And it's had a lot of negative press, like it did have a lot of negative press for being really unhealthy, but they was marketing it as a healthy alternative for kids, and then they've had to have like so many different remarketing and changing the ingredients and stuff. Like it used to be mostly fruit juice, but now it's only like 20% fruit juice, and it can't be marketed as fruit juice.
Yeah.
And it had a thing where there was a girl who like her skin turned orange because she drank so much of it.
Yeah, and then like that thing, like I don't remember any of the whole story. Like I don't remember Sunny D ever being a thing when I was growing up. But
I drank it a lot as a kid, and then it disappeared.
Yeah, all of my siblings, because they're all older than me, remember it. And then they were going insane when it came back.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is good. I mean, I love Sunny D.
It's nowhere near as good as it used to be because it's not as poisonous for you.
I had a bottle and I took it to work, and straight away someone went, if you drink that, your skin will turn orange. That is how far this... I want to call it a myth. It probably isn't a myth.
It did happen, but to this one person who drank a ridiculous amount of it.
And probably had a skin condition.
Yeah, it wasn't... like it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So... yeah, have you got any other orangey drinks?
No.
Okay. So my next one on the flat one is... let's go with Ribena.
Ooh.
So Ribena is a British drink.
Hell yeah, it is.
I think it might be the oldest drink on my list, or at least it's close. Came out in 1938. It was originally known as like a really healthy vitamin C drink.
Didn't you say Mountain Dew was like from the 1920s?
Oh, you might be right. You might be right. I don't know.
I'm gonna call you out straight away.
I didn't. No, Mountain Dew came out in 1940.
I swear you had something from the 1920s.
I don't know. Maybe. But
Anyway.
Ribena, 1938 in Britain. Still a British drink. It's one of the most popular drinks still to this day in Britain. And it was marketed as a healthy vitamin C drink. And it was actually given to children in Britain during World War II for free because it had vitamin C in it, and there was lots of problems with getting oranges and stuff into the country.
Yeah.
So they gave Ribena around to kids.
That's really cool.
Yeah. But I mean, I just love it. They have cool adverts. It's the most toxic blackcurrant strength flavored thing. It's really good if you do it with hot water as well. Have hot Ribena. That's good.
This is one thing that I will always feel about Ribena. Like, I don't feel like it has ever changed its flavour. Like, no matter what, it's always just been classic Ribena.
And they make good sweets as well. Ribena flavoured sweets are really good.
Yeah. They have got other flavors as well. Like I only saw just today that they had raspberry and
I think that's very new.
Yeah, that one's very new.
They had a strawberry one for a long time.
The strawberry one, they still do it.
Yeah.
And I used to get that on the way to school because as much as I liked Ribena, I'm a sucker for strawberry flavoured things as well. Like strawberries, apples, watermelons. That is it. Give me a drink flavoured with any of those or all of those and I'll love it.
I'm the exact opposite. Cherries and vanilla.
Oh yeah, and vanilla.
Are my go-to. Cherries and vanilla.
Yeah, so I can agree. Ribena's pretty good.
Ribena's the shit. Vimto's pretty good too, but it didn't quite make my list.
Yeah. Shall I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Another one? This one isn't juicy.
Wait, it's not on your flat drinks?
It is a flat drink.
Oh, okay.
But it's not a juicy.
Oh, okay.
And that is fridge milkshakes.
Oh, milkshakes didn't make my list.
Really?
No.
Wow. So for a little while, I had this whole thing going on with fridge milkshakes because they're so good and they had different flavours.
Well, they had them for like 50p for a very long time whenever they were on sale, and they were amazing. But now they're always like over £1, so I never buy them.
So they had one, like it was when they brought in the chocolate fudge brownie,
and it had the chief from The Simpsons on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
Chief Wiggum.
Yeah, it was when I saw that and I was like, wow, this is really cool. And then after that, then I saw that they had the cookie dough one and that had Homer on it.
Yes.
And
the cookie dough one.
The cookie dough one is the best one.
Yeah, it really is. It's so good.
The strawberry one is okay, but it was when I had the cookie dough one, I was like, oh damn, this is something new. This is going hard, and they've kept it since then. But also, I just like Googling it, I didn't know that it's owned by Muller. So
sounds about right.
Yeah, so like the yogurt company.
Yeah.
Well, I say yogurt. I think it's actually a milk company, but yeah, I just found that out. And just looking, limited edition flavors are custard, caramel, raspberry donut, Jaffa cake, banoffee pie, vanilla, white chocolate, chocolate mint, cookies and cream, and Irish coffee.
They all sound good.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do make really good milkshakes. I think I agree with you though. Cookie dough is the best one.
Yeah.
I really like the vanilla one they've got too, and the banana.
They don't have a vanilla one as a permanent flavour.
Oh.
Just looking at their 5 permanent flavours are strawberry, chocolate, banana, fudge brownie, and cookie dough.
Huh.
So it's just yeah.
Fair. Okay.
I like them. And I also have... Do you have any other ones on your flat drinks?
Yeah. I've got 2 more, I think.
Okay.
And they're both in the same realm.
Okay.
And that's Lipton iced tea.
Oh, yeah. I didn't put that down because it's more of an American drink.
No, Lipton is British. Lipton is a British brand, and because what's wrong with you?
I'm sorry, I just
Sir Thomas Lipton, good sir. Yeah, it's a British brand. Came out in 1890. This is the oldest one on my list. 1890.
Okay, because it's a tea brand.
No, but the cold one.
Really?
1890. Yeah.
That doesn't seem right.
Yeah, because he found a way of shipping it around the country for cheap, and people liked it. And I love the lemon one, which is the original one. That's my favourite. The peach one's good.
Peach one. And the raspberry one.
But the lemon one is by far the best. And it's great.
I have another one, by the way. So I go, then you go.
Well, my other one's also an iced tea, so okay, I figured I'd go for it.
Go
you
for
finish
it.
off. So my other one is Arizona iced tea, which is the American version of Lipton iced tea, essentially.
Yeah.
That one came out in 1992, so a lot later. But my favourite one specifically is the blueberry white iced tea. It's so good. It tastes exactly like a blueberry muffin. It's incredible. I love it.
I like that one as well. They have just I say ordinary because of it's always what I consider the iced tea flavour, which is peach.
No, because the iced tea flavour is lemon.
I know, but I've always considered it to be peach because it's peach.
Because you're a wrong one.
I also like their kiwi strawberry flavour and their pink lemonade flavour because, well, please don't be surprised.
Okay.
And, so yeah, my final one for flat drinks is Yazoo.
Oh, another milkshake.
Yeah, because that's another one that I would just get at the shop and be like, hell yeah.
They have a vanilla. Their vanilla's good.
Although...
And their banana.
There is something that I was meant to research, but I only remembered it today when I was at work, and we're recording this pretty much straight after I come home from work. What was the drink? Like the milkshake that had a straw. Was that yuzu? Like it had a straw that you like.
I do remember what you're on about. I'm not sure. I don't think it was.
But I can't remember what it was. But shout out to that if any of you can remember what that is.
Yeah,
because
put
I
that in
can't
the
bother to
comments.
try and find it.
Tell us.
Yeah, please let us know if you
Your
remember what
collective
it is.
knowledge is more than ours.
Yeah.
Is that all your flat drinks?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go on to our final category. Our final category of carbonated soft drinks. So this is, the usual drinks people know about. Do you want to kick us off?
No, I just went. You can kick us off.
Okay, I've got quite a few on mine.
Exactly. That's why I also think you could kick it off.
So KA.
Oh,
KA.
yeah.
So they launched in the 60s on supposed original Jamaican recipes. And they've got like loads of stuff in with the grime scene and stuff in Britain.
Yeah.
Which I guess makes sense. I really love all of their stuff. They are cheap. They're cool looking. They've stayed pretty much the same forever. My favorite flavors are the fruit punch one, as I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
And you can get it in still or carbonated.
Yeah.
And I like both of them. But yeah, the fruit punch one, which tastes identical to the drink I mentioned earlier, which I've completely forgotten. The Monster Pacific Punch. Yeah, and I also really like the what's the other one? The grape one, the black grape one, which if you smell it, it smells and almost tastes exactly like Iron Brew, which is the next one on my list.
I also have Iron Brew on my list.
Nice.
So, Iron Brew is such a that to me is that is a British drink.
Oh yeah, it comes from Scotland.
Yeah, it's a Scottish drink.
From 1901, so another really old one.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like its toxic orange colour.
Hell yeah.
Like, that's something about it. It has a flavour unlike anything else.
Well, other than KA grape.
And Vimto.
And Vimto, yeah, very, very similar.
Very similar flavours.
You wouldn't think it, but seriously, they are.
Try it. You wouldn't believe me, but try it. But, yeah. When I was doing my research, looking into Iron Brew... Iron Brew. Found out it's owned by the company Bar.
Yeah.
Which I never realised. There's always just been Iron Brew, and then the Bar drinks, which are Orangeade, Cherryade...
They make loads of things. They own a lot of different drink companies and stuff.
Yeah. And that just is me segueing into one of my drinks that I have on here. Which is Bar's cream soda.
Hell
or their
yes.
ice cream soda, they technically call it. But it's just cream soda. Come on, it's cream soda.
Yeah. It's got the pink and
good.
beige patterns on it.
It's pink and blue.
Oh, is it?
At least it has been every time
No,
I've
it
had
hasn't.
it. Yes, it has.
You are so wrong. Google it right now.
I will Google it.
I swear
right
it's
now.
like a pink and like a off-white.
It's not.
Swear to God. Get those
This is
images
where we're
up.
going.
I knew it.
Oh, what?
You are wrong, sir.
It's because I always see the blue of the
pink,
font.
The pink and the blue one is the bubblegum one, which is an
also
incredible
pretty good.
drink. That's actually, that should have made my list, but I forgot it existed until right now. I love that drink. It's one of my nan's favourite drinks as well, which is kind of strange.
Which also now just brings me to a good point. Bar has the ability to have the most toxic colouring in their drink. So the bubblegum one, which is just pure blue, Iron Brew, which is bright orange, and then also including their Cherryade, which is... Cherryade stains worse than red wine.
It's because it's all just food colouring. It's nothing else.
I remember being young and seeing people... Because I feel like it's impossible to find good Cherryade anymore.
Yeah, they're almost all zero sugar ones.
Anytime you would see someone drink Cherryade, they would have red lips. And it would just be like red in the
I
round
really
mouth.
miss Cherryade. As someone who is obsessed with cherry flavouring, I miss being able to have it. Because I'll tell the audience, as they don't know, I get migraines from, what's the word? Sweeteners. So the sweeteners that they use in certain diet drinks and zero sugar drinks, they give me migraines. Don't know why, but it does. Also, I'm not a massive fan of the taste of them anyway. So now that they've made almost all of these cheap Cherryades and stuff completely sugar free, can't fucking drink them anymore.
Life really is a struggle for you.
Really
Shaun.
is. All these first world struggles. Yeah, anything else you want to say about bar? The other drinks in there?
Just that I will always appreciate them for their cheap drinks.
Cheap.
Because they keep their prices at such a reasonable
Keep cheap.
level. So yeah.
I like
Shout
one of
out.
our best things of these is like, it's cheap.
Affordability.
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Yes, of course it's a word.
As I got halfway through, it felt like it just wasn't anymore.
We can make up any words we want. All words are made up anyway.
Affordability is one of the biggest things in a capitalist society. You
It's
can't have
delicious.
If you can't afford something, how are you supposed to capitalize on it?
Good point. Alright,
Run.
my next one.
Yes.
One of the many variations of Fanta. Fanta Orange is okay. Obviously made by the Coke company. Do you know why it was made?
No.
It was made in the 1940s as a substitute for Coke. Because, again, during World War II, the availability of certain ingredients in Coke was difficult to get, so they made Fanta instead.
Good for them.
Yeah. But anyway, I specifically love Fanta Icy Lemon, which is one of the best like cloudy lemon drinks. So good.
Hell yeah.
And then the other one, which is Fanta Fruit Twist, which is so good. And they are both incredible when mixed with vodka.
Stop promoting alcoholism
I can promote anything I like.
But I will
Kill politicians.
I will agree with you that Fanta Icy Lemon is incredible.
Yeah.
Although I would rank it as Icy Lemon as the top one, then Fanta Orange, and then Fruit Twist.
Well, you're wrong.
But that's because I used to have it so much when I was younger that I just kind of got sick of it, and it has this aftertaste that I just
You're wrong.
stopped liking
There's
as much.
There's another Fanta that would have made my list, but I can't find it anywhere anymore, so it can't really make my list, and that's Grape Fanta. So I love grape flavored drinks. Grape Fanta is fucking incredible. The reason why Tony is in hysterical laughter right now, this is a brilliant story. We was once walking around Sainsbury's. It's probably not that funny, but it's funny to us because we experienced it. And we're just wandering around, and this woman just walks up to the drinks aisle right next to us and exclaims with such joy, "Grape Fanta!" And it was completely silent in the store, and she just had so much joy and she'd never heard of it before. It was very clear, and she was just so happy. She just screamed "Grape Fanta!" And ever since, every time we go into Sainsbury's, we have to say it every time.
I think she was such a lovely woman because she was so happy and she just said it so loud. And also, we was on the other side of the aisle, so she didn't know we were there, and it was just such a shock to just hear this woman just, "Grape Fanta!" Oh, I love her.
I love grape drinks, but grape drinks are much more of an American thing than we have.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It's because, I don't know, maybe they just like the toxic
Fake grape.
grape thing.
I love the toxic fake grape. Britain needs to get some
Cool
more of
band
that
name.
shit. Toxic fake grape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my next hardcore band. Yeah, you got anything else? I have a few
Since we're going for, you said Fanta, my one that I prefer to Fanta is actually Tango.
Huh.
Tango I actually prefer because...
I disagree.
Okay. I didn't even give you a reason and you disagreed.
Yep.
I like Tango
Tangle.
Tango Apple. Like, it's one of the only actual just fizzy apple
Another
drinks that
apple
is
drink.
just like, it is more like apple juice that is fizzy, which is really nice. And their cherry flavour is banging. Have you not had Tango Cherry? Because I'm
I
gonna
don't think
slap
that's
you if you
available
go-
anymore.
Yes, it is.
I've never seen it around.
It's like, I don't think you can get it in bottles, but you can always get it in a can.
I've almost definitely had it, but I can't think what it tastes like off the top of my head.
It's good. I used to always get it with like a takeaway. If you get like a meal at a takeaway and they'd be like, "Oh, do you want a can of drink with that?" Oh, Jesus.
Okay, just start making some weird ass noises.
Then I'd go for Tango Cherry. But also recently, in their sugar-free area that they've brought out, where they always experiment with different flavours.
Fuck the sugar tax.
I know, Sean. Please don't be upset about it. They have watermelon and strawberry. Surprise, surprise. I really like it. It's just nice. And that goes pretty well with vodka.
Wow.
Yes, I told you not to promote alcoholism, but
You're doing it yourself.
I will admit I am a hypocrite, and it does taste good with vodka.
How many more you got on your list?
3.
3. Okay, I've only got 2, so take another one.
Sprite.
Nice. Sprite is a good drink.
It is. It's just nice.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
Yeah. Like, it just hits slightly different to normal lemonade.
Yeah. But always because it's lemon and lime.
Yeah, because it's lemon and lime, and it has that, like, thing to it. It's just...
Thing.
I can't explain what it is about Sprite that is so good. It is just, it's got that refreshing quality. And just
I do
take
like
a sip
it.
and you're like, hell yeah, this is a good drink. And I also, yeah, I remember also taking it to when I went to work with my sister for a little while. It would just be like with my lunch, I'd have just like whatever lunch I had and a Sprite, and it would just be sitting there just like having a sip of Sprite throughout the day just to keep me going.
That's fair.
It's a good memory, other than being at work, but yeah, you know.
So, the next 2 I have on my list are in tied first place, I think, of my favourite drink.
I know what these are then.
Yes, you do. But I'm going to say them anyway. So, this one, which is hard to find in the UK again now, even though it was available everywhere forever, but it seems to be more and more difficult to find because there's a goddamn sugar tax, and that is Cherry Coke.
Yeah.
I love Cherry Coke so much. It's so addicting. Addictive. So Cherry Coke came out in 1985, so it's quite an old thing. Original Coke came out in 1886, so a long time ago.
So very recent compared to when actual Coke came out.
Yeah, it's very recent in comparison to actual Coke, but not recent, though.
It's not.
It's still a long time
It's
ago.
still like 45 years old. 35 years old. I can do math.
1985.
Yes, that'll be 35 years old.
I can't do maths, so... yeah, so I love Cherry Coke so much. I can't get enough of it. They've changed the recipe slightly now, I feel, so it doesn't taste quite as good, but that might just be in Britain, again, because of the goddamn sugar tax. But I love Cherry Coke. It's so, so good. It doesn't quite taste like anything else. Much like Coke doesn't taste like anything else. It tastes like Coke.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's brilliant. And then the final one on my list...
I want to give a shout out to Coke Vanilla when it was available.
Vanilla Coke's incredible.
That reminds me of my Uncle Steve. It just, like, he, no matter what, it's like a thing with him from every time, the entire time I've known him. He's always had a bottle of Coke. If you see my Uncle Steve, there is a bottle of Coke within.
That's like Callum. Shout out to Callum.
Yeah, shout out to Callum. But it was my Uncle Steve who introduced me to the Coke Vanilla.
It's a very good drink.
Also, just to point out how much he would always have a bottle of Coke on him. My brother thought when he first could talk to my uncle, called him Uncle Coke instead of Uncle Steve. It was Uncle Coke because he always had a bottle of Coke. He should be sponsored.
Yeah. I don't think Coke needed sponsorship, not gonna lie.
No, but you know.
Do you have anything else before my final one? Because I know that my final one's also on your list.
So I'll just give out my other final one, which is Schweppes lemonade.
Classic.
But also, I feel like I just need to broaden this out.
I much prefer
lemonade.
Sprite.
Just lemonade. It's such a good drink. Like,
I prefer Sprite to lemonade. I like the lime in
yeah, it is nice to have the lime, but it's just lemonade is so good because it's just a nice, refreshing drink to have.
Yeah.
And this is talking about the British lemonade, not the American one, which is, I'm sure American lemonade is nice.
Well, American lemonade is much more real lemonade.
Yeah, it's just lemons and sugar.
Yeah.
But lemonade in the UK is just...
It's a lot softer, a lot less
It is a soft
bitter.
drink.
Yeah.
And it's just so good. But specifically a Schweppes one, like, it just has that thing.
That's a classic British
Yeah.
drink, yeah.
But it also, like, our whites is good. It's just, you know, I always switch between the brands as to which one I'm preferring the most at the moment. But
Fair.
yeah, just lemonade.
And now on to our final drink.
Hell yeah.
So, this is my favourite drink. Obviously tied with Cherry Coke. Mountain Dew's close behind. And and that's Dr. Pepper.
The doctor.
Good old Dr. Pepe. The only drink with a PhD. And he is brilliant. Or she. We don't know. Anyway. It's so unique tasting. So many people don't like it because it's kind of like medicinal-y, kind of.
And then they go and drink Lucazi.
Yeah. But, man, it's so good. And again, Dr. Pepper and whiskey, specifically Jack Daniels, because it's more syrupy, is one of my favourite drinks of all time. It's my go-to drink. And it's also the go-to drink of... what's his name in the Kaminsky Method?
Oh, yeah. I know
TV show, which is a good TV show. You should watch it. I can't think of his name, so I'm just going to skip forward.
Just call him Kaminsky.
Yeah. Yeah, so... and I don't think you're going to know this, Toni.
Yeah.
But Dr. Pepper came out in 1885. Which means it came out a year before Coke.
What?
Dr. Pepper is a year before Coca-Cola.
But isn't it, like, owned by a company that came out after it, then?
I think it's owned by PepsiCo. I think. Because almost everything's owned by PepsiCo now. Could be wrong there.
Probably.
But I'm pretty sure it's PepsiCo.
So
You looking it up?
Yeah, what I'm also curious about is what is their flavour actually...
Oh, it's now owned by the Coca-Cola company.
Oh, no.
Wait.
Manufacturer, PepsiCo.
Wait, so...
Depends on where.
Oh.
So I guess it's more like they go to distribution companies rather than...
Either way, it came out before Coke. And it was made by a pharmacist.
Oh yeah, I knew that one.
Yeah. But, man, so good.
I just was curious about the flavour, but it just says pepper-style carbonated soft
It's
drink.
not
And it
pepper
does not
at all.
taste like pepper.
No, it tastes like Dr. Pepper. Exactly what it is. Yeah, 1885. It says it right on the bottle. Year before Coke. So take that, Coke.
Hell
Dr.
yeah.
Pepper was there before you. Alright, got anything else to add?
No. Just
Alright.
that I like fizzy drinks. And if you have any recommendations for affordable fizzy drinks, because I'm sure if I could afford other ones, I'd probably have a lot more on this list. But just...
Yeah, if you have any recommendations you think we'll like, please let us know.
because we like fizzy drinks, or we just like drinks.
Yeah. Alright. Well, let's wrap this up with a Would You Rather.
Oh yeah.
I've got one
you
for
got
you.
One for me?
Yep, this is a good one. I like this one.
Oh god, here we go.
Okay. Would you rather live in a world that is perpetually having a water balloon fight or perpetually having a food fight?
Ooh. See, what I like about this idea, for some reason, the first thing in my head was, this could be on hold. Like, this could be happening right now. It's just everyone's on hold for, like, a long time. Like, that just...
What?
It just seems like...
But,
there could just be, like, a gap of, like, 100 years where there's no, like, water balloons or
Sure.
no food fight, and then it would just be, like, out of nowhere. It would start again.
Just imagine, you live in a world, there is a constant water balloon fight everywhere in the world, or a constant food fight everywhere in the world.
Oh, just thinking about logistics here. I'd go for water balloon fight, because if you get caught in the crossfire, or even if you are involved, if you get food thrown at you out of nowhere, or a water balloon, like, yes, you'll be wet if you get hit with a water balloon, but food can be sticky.
Yes.
And then you have to
And it
deal
can
with
stain.
that. And it can stain. Water balloons are just water balloons.
So you're fine
You'll be
being
inconvenienced.
basically constantly wet, or rather than constantly sticky and covered in food.
Yeah. Because just... you're perpetually in the water balloon fight, but it's not going to happen, like, all the time. You'll have time to dry off.
Well, no, not really. It's a perpetual water balloon fight.
Yeah, but, like...
Every time you get dry, you're going to get wet again. The second you go outside, you're going to hit with a water balloon.
Yeah, but then, like, there's just the stickiness and the grossness and ants.
Yeah, but imagine it in the winter. Imagine you're below freezing temperature and people throwing water balloons at you.
Yeah, that would suck, but...
No, I have to agree. I think water would be better. Water would be the better option.
Yeah.
It would suck a whole lot less. Although you'd get free food all the time if people were throwing food at you.
It would be like in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and you gotta have, like, people, like, scooping up
Yeah.
food. And,
Although
like...
you don't know what food it is. So
Yeah.
people could be throwing coconuts at you, or people could be throwing marshmallows, and there's going to be very different things. Like, people could knock you the fuck out or kill you.
Yeah, and with a marshmallow, it's just gotta like hit you and just bounce off.
Yeah, whereas it's going to be somewhat difficult to kill you with a water balloon. Somewhat. I mean, it's possible. You can definitely drown.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's your option, the water balloon there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Fair enough.
What would you think, audience?
Yeah, what do you think? Add to our opinions.
I keep looking into the mic like a camera.
One day we might set up a camera, but that involves a lot of effort, and I don't think many of you actually care, because it's a podcast, not a video show.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's this episode over.
A lot shorter than last week's episode
Yeah.
with Logan.
Half.
Less than half of it.
That's done. It's a nice, quick and easy one for you guys. Let us know if you enjoy these quicker ones or if you prefer the long ones. And also let us know if you prefer the ones with just us or with a guest.
If you want to be a guest and you are one of our friends, get in touch.
Yeah, comment below, give us a message. And as always, make sure you like if you like this, because it helps the algorithm. Helps us know that you like it. Helps us actually make ones that you continue to like.
And stay safe. Stay hydrated.
Yeah. Drink all of the drinks on our list. Tell us which ones you like the most. I think next week's episode, we'll probably...
Go back to films?
Yeah, let's go back to films for the next one. Next one, we're going to do the best rom-coms. Best romantic comedies.
Hell yeah.
If you have any suggestions of your favourite rom-coms, again, comment
Hit us
below.
up.
Tell us. Might make our list. Might not. Depends if we value your opinion. But if you tell us to watch it, we will watch it. We'll do our research.
Yeah, we will.
And if you want to be on that podcast, again, get in touch. We're going to be filming it soon, so get in touch sooner rather than later.
Hell yeah. Well,
On that note,
this has been fun.
nice short one.
I hope you're well.
Yeah.
I love you.
Well, I won't go that far.
Sorry, I said it too soon.
Okay. Peace out, guys.
Bye.